This month we visit the William McHenry and Sons Distillery, which is located at Port Arthur on the Tasman Peninsula. The drive to the southernmost whisky distillery in Australia takes around 90 minutes from Hobart. William McHenry and Sons is located at 43 degrees south and provides ideal Scottish-like conditions for producing top-notch whisky. The distillery itself is nestled into the side of Mount Arthur, which produces natural crystal-clear spring water that flows straight from the mountain into the distillery, which subsequently is a fundamental ingredient for producing a premium Tasmanian spirit. So here we are today at the William McHenry and Sons Distillery at Port Arthur. I'm here today with William. Thank you for having us. Can you talk to me about what happens here at the distillery and what spirits you produce?
Okay, well, Rachel, our story started 6 generations ago. I'm the great-great-grandson of a Scottish distiller, and it's sort of slipped a few generations now and we've got back into distilling. So we've set up Australia's southernmost distillery down here at Port Arthur on the Tasman Peninsula. So we make whisky, we specialise in whisky, but we do make some other fabulous premium spirits. We're making a vodka, a triple distilled vodka, so that's our pure vodka, named after Point Pure, down at Port Arthur. We're doing a really lovely and very popular now London dry gin, and we do our dry gin with juniper, coriander, cardamom, sweet orange peel and star anise. The sweet orange peel we produce here at the distillery. And we're taking it one step further and we're producing this thing called a slow gin. And we're picking all our slow berries from the side of the road, foraging them from up northern Tasmania through the hedgerows, and we're making this lovely luscious liqueur called slow gin. But the core of our distillery really is the whisky.
For the month of July we're going to be featuring the Three Cape single malt whisky. What can people expect when they try your whisky?
Okay. Look, our whisky is a 10-year-old whisky. It's all very old. Sometimes we release a barrel that's even 14 years old. So the flavours are a contribution of both the wash we use at the beginning. So we're using a barley wash. It's about a 5% solution of alcohol. We distill it twice. You can see immediately the colour goes from when we start distilling it. But then we put it back into these barrels. We put it in American oak barrels, you can see behind us, and the colour comes back. And the barrel actually shapes the whisky. So when it's a raw spirit like this, it's very muscular, it's very harsh, it's sharp on the tongue. But once it spends time in the barrel, it smooths it out. It gets all these luscious flavours that do come through from the wood. The American oak wood we use is heavily charred, and you'll get these lovely vanilla notes, you'll get sort of sweetness of honey, you'll get caramel, you get these layers of fruit come through from the whisky, and it's a fantastic experience.
When arriving today, I could see there was a fair bit of action happening out just in the paddock there. What can people expect to be happening over the next couple of months here at the distillery?
Well, we're in a big expansion phase, Rachel. We're building a big new bond store out there, and the bond store is going to not only house all the barrels of whisky we're making, but also serve as a function centre, so people can come here for long table lunches and have whisky, venison, meals, and all sorts of lovely food from the Tasman Peninsula. Eventually we're also we're starting to build a gin garden where we will start to grow our own juniper. So at the moment we import all the juniper from overseas, so we want to start producing it ourselves, and also start growing our own slow berries. So we have to go foraging for the slow berries. So because the slow gin has become so popular, we want to make sure we've got continuity supply, so we'll have a big slow berry garden over there. So come springtime, when the warm weather arises, it'll be a fantastic place to come and visit.
This month's hampered recipe is a real winter dessert treat, butterscotch pudding with Three Capes whisky cream. To find out more about William McHenry and Sons Distillery, their spirits, or this month's hamper, visit the website.